You know, Kisara, I've learned a lot traveling with you.
Oh? About what in particular?
Cooking. Getting to finally cook together again after so long has made me realize just how amazing a chef you really are. I need to take the opportunity to watch you at work again while I still have the chance.
Your cooking already has everyone coming back for seconds. I don't think there's anything left to teach you.
Oh, but there is. Not only do you season things perfectly every time, but your movements are so quick and precise. Compared to you, I'm just a novice. I hope you don't mind if I swipe a few of your techniques.
You've really gotten into cooking, huh, Xion?
Though, as usual, she still buys a ridiculous amount of ingredients.
There's no such thing as too many ingredients. And can you blame me for wanting to try out every new recipe we find?
I can relate. Trade between realms has flourished within this past year, and with it, the availability of exotic ingredients. It's the same in Vicente. The people there have been experimenting with food that incorporates a wider array of flavors.
You're telling me brand new gourmet cuisine is being invented all over the world? I want to try making and eating all of it.
Eating the food is one thing, but isn't it hard finding and learning a bunch of new recipes like that?
Yeah, you make a good point. In the past, Kisara has always been there to help me, but I'm not so sure it would be as easy on my own.
In that case, I'll put in the effort to learn some new recipes myself. That way I can teach you the next time we meet.
You will?
Of course. I'm not one to back down from a new cooking challenge. And besides, I really do appreciate your faith in me.
Why don't we all just go to Kisara's every once in a while? You teach the rest of us too, right?
Cooking classes with Kisara? I think I'd like to join in on that.
Very well. I'll take on all of you.
Are you gonna teach us? Or are you gonna fight us?
Okay, who's gonna be it next? No astro arts allowed. Hey, I'm no cheater.
What do we stand for? 1. Our ideal of coexistence. 2. Being the citizen's shield. 3. Protect...
It's true. This really is a masterpiece.
How come you're able to live together?
Huh? Why wouldn't we?
Because Renans and Danans are so different.
Well, we do have our differences. I can use astral arts, for example, but my friend here can move much faster than me, and he has a splendid singing voice.
Well, your sculptures are beautiful enough to adorn the palace.
There's more to appreciate in our differences than find fault in.
Plus, differences in our individual abilities mean little in the course of day-to-day life.
I don't understand.
Well, we certainly take a different approach around here. I could see it being confusing if you're not used to it.
It looks to me like you're friends with Lord Dohalim. Maybe you could talk to him as well. Lord Dohalim is the only reason we're able to live like this in the first place. It's all thanks to him.
Really?
That is what they say.
What do you think, Nazamil? Are you starting to see how things work around here?
I can see that Renans and Danans get along with each other, even if I still don't understand why.
Could you see yourself living here?
Yeah. I think I'd feel safe here.
Good. Then all that's left is to meet with Droshin.
Lord Dohalim, and the rest of our heroes. If you'd given me more warning, I'd have prepared.
That is not necessary. I no longer rule Menancia, after all.
More importantly, we have a request.
I'd be happy to do anything in my power, of course.
This is Nazamil. We'd like you to arrange for her to be able to live here.
Understood.
Aren't you going to ask if I'm Renan or Danon?
They'll ask during the formal procedures. Not that it matters much. There is one thing that matters, however. Whether or not you agree with this realm's ideals. Well, what do you say? Can you interact with those different from yourself without prejudice?
I'm not sure yet. But I think it's nice that the Renans and Danons here don't fight.
That's good enough for me. There is a screening process, but I'm sure you'll be fine. Recently, many Danons and Renans have tried to move here for our realm's abundance, yet they take issue with our principle of coexistence. That's why I'm more than prepared to defend our ideals. Oh, but I'm getting ahead of myself. A room at Autalina Palace will be provided.
At the palace? Not at the inn?
It's a good way to make use of our many spacious rooms. The palace is now public property, after all. We'll show her the way there.
I appreciate that. Oh, by the way, Lagiel was wondering when you'd be coming back.
Lagiel? Understood. I'll go—
Don't Alphen and the others also live here?
Only Kisara and Rinwell at the moment. Alphen and Shion are always traveling.
Oh, I see.
What is it, Nazamil?
Nothing.
Kisara and Dohalim, living together in the palace, huh?
I myself am simply being provided a room.
By who? Kisara?
What did you just say?
What is there to do for fun in this palace when you want to kill some time?
I suppose you could read a book in the library.
Or compose a poem, perhaps. That can really make the hours fly by.
How about going to the courtyard? It'll be easier that way if someone comes calling.
Hey, if we find anyone who needs help here...
I know. We'll make sure to ask what's wrong.
Well...
Oh, yeah? Great! Law?
Whoa!
Yes!
How about it?
How's this?
You did it!
I guess...
Right.
Kisara.
Law?
I think you'd make a good school teacher, Kisara. When you taught me how to cook, your explanations were really easy to understand.
I bet you'd be a hit with kids, too.
So, you like that flower, huh?
The Rose of Unity. It's said to be a symbol of Rena and Dana becoming one. Is that why you like it?
It's a flower that's neither Renan nor Danon. I guess it reminds me of myself. And yet, it grows everywhere. How can you be so calm about everything, Alphen?
What? You mean about being the Sovereign?
When I was in Niez... No, not just then. In other places too. I heard that the Blazing Sword is Rena's enemy. Its destroyer. Danons think so too. They look at you differently. Like you're something apart from them. How can you be okay with all that?
It's not like I don't have feelings. Nazumi, are you scared of me?
It's true that together we did overthrow Renan rule. But we didn't do so out of malice, or because we were trying to hurt people. Please believe that.
I do. From the very beginning, when we first met, both of you have tried to help me. The daughter of a lord, half Danon, a test subject. Finding out more about who I am didn't change anything in your eyes. You still protected me without prejudice. It was the first time I experienced that, and it was nice. So because of that, I wanted to say, thank you.
I should be the one thanking you.
Huh?
I didn't want anyone to get unfairly hurt. And when it seemed like they would, I vowed to use all my power to protect them. That's what I've been fighting for. So in the end, hearing your view on things makes it all feel worthwhile. Thank you.
Sure.
We can't always have our actions understood by others, even when we believe we're doing the right thing. What you said is very encouraging.
People tend to judge others based on birth or background rather than what they've actually done. Everyone has their own assumptions. Though the world has changed, people's hearts and minds don't change so easily. Even so,
What should I do? I want to help you, Alphen. I want to be useful. What should I do?
Oh. That's,
Hey, you guys! The room's ready!
Right. Got it. Let's go. We can discuss this more later.
Okay.
Well, let's head to your room.
You can stay as long as you want, Nazamil. No one will bother you here.
Right.
It's a pretty over-the-top name for a flower when you stop and think about it.
I believe Dohalim is the one who came up with the name.
The flower appeared after the merging of the worlds, so I'd hoped it could serve as a symbol of reconciliation.
Until we find an official residence for you, this will be your home, Nazamil.
Guess this is where we say goodbye, then. It won't be the same without you.
We'll be sure to stop by when we're in Vicent.
Okay.
Nazamil, we have something for you.
This is the charm from the ruins?
That's right. The good luck charm you give to someone special.
We all helped fix it up a little.
I know you said you don't have anyone special, but you're special to all of us. I thought this could be a reminder when you need it.
But Really?
Of course. Think of it as a sign of our friendship. A promise that we'll meet again.
Basically, we're friends now.
Friends. My very own friends. Just like me.
It looks good on you.
Thank you.
We'll see you soon, Nazamil.
Okay.
I'm happy that things worked out for Nazamil.
Yeah, I'm glad there's a place like Vicent where she can feel safe.
Everything turned out all right.
Indeed. I suppose our meeting was serendipity.
Wasn't Lagiel that lady from the Gold Dust Cats?
She's a member of the Service Corps now, just like me. If she's looking for me, that means...
She's got a problem, huh?
Right. She's often near the inn. Let's check there first.
Kisara! I'm so glad you're back. We could use your help.
Something wrong, Lagiel?
Yeah, a Zoogle. It's been attacking Faria Ranch.
The ranch. That's quite a serious problem.
It is?
As you are already aware, the balance of the astral energy in each region has been equalizing ever since the merging of the twin worlds.
As a side effect, harvests in Menancia have been on the decline. That means any problems with food production can easily lead to crisis.
In other words, you're saying it's vital to protect the fields and the ranch, right?
Wait, what about the Service Corps? Isn't it their duty to take care of Zoogles?
Oh, we've tried. Many times. But somehow, each time we get overpowered. That's why I'm coming to you for help, Kisara.
Understood. Tell the Corps I'll take care of it. While I'm away, you all stay in the city and...
You really can't break old habits, can you? Rely more on those around you.
But this is...
We need to make extra sure that the food resources are safe.
That's all the motive we need. Come on, Kisara.
Thanks.
Be careful. That Zoogle really does pop up out of nowhere.
The merging of the twin worlds left Zoogles scattered all over. This has caused no end of trouble.
I wonder why Renan's lost the ability to control them.
In hindsight, our control was likely only made possible by Lenegis.
What is it, Law?
I just got a kinda strange feeling.
Everything looks okay to me.
Was it just my imagination?
Law?
Shh! I hear something moving.
What is it? Zeugles?
Couldn't it be just a mouse or something?
I don't think so, but I'm not sure what it is. Let's flush it out by force!
Wait!
Nazamil?
You followed us? Did something happen in the city?
No, I just didn't want to be left there.
Are you saying you'd rather live on your own outdoors than in a city?
It's not that. I just...
You want to come with us, don't you?
Yes.
All right.
Are you sure about this? After all, it's not like we'll never see each other again. And it's so much safer in Vicent.
That's true, but we all know the pain of being alone, don't we?
Well, yeah, but...
She does have the ability to disappear at will. If something happens, she can use that to hide herself.
Can you promise you'll do that, Nazamil?
Yes, I promise.
Then it's decided.
Haven't been to the ranch in a while. Wonder if they're all doing okay.
So, you like animals?
Like isn't the right word. They're his best friends.
They are not!
Well, look who it is. Ain't seen you around here in a spell. Especially you, boy. Why don't you come around more often?
'Cause I'm busy, okay? But we're here for a reason. We heard a Zeugle has been attacking your livestock.
Oh, so you're taking over for the Service Corps, then? Why didn't you say so? I can't say I recognize you, young lady. You look pretty young for a Service Corps member.
That's because she's not in the Service Corps. She's our new friend.
Your animals were attacked?
Yes, that's right. They may just be animals, but they're my animals, and I take good care of them. But that darn Zeugle won't leave the poor things be.
And just what kind of Zeugle is it?
No clue.
You don't know?
I know it's a Zeugle because of the tracks, but even though it got a handful of my animals, I ain't actually seen it yet. I even come a-running as soon as I hear a commotion, but still ain't laid eyes on the beastie. It don't make a lick of sense.
Never would have guessed the old guy'd just throw himself into danger like that.
It keeps coming back, so I figure it must live somewhere nearby here.
Okay, we'll check around the roads.
Are you okay, Nazamil?
I'm alright. I just tripped, that's all.
It only takes one untimely stumble to sprain an ankle. Keep your wits about you.
Right. Are you hungry? It's easy to get a bit woozy on an empty stomach.
True. It might be a good idea to take a short break.
Hootle says, make sure you take care of yourself. See? He's looking out for you too.
Right. I will. Thank you.
Nazamil has really opened up to us, hasn't she?
I think they might be doting on her a bit much, though.
It's an expression of their concern. As long as she doesn't mind and it doesn't impede her independence, I see no issue with it.
If they pamper her too much, she's gonna end up like a certain someone we know, and won't even be able to change her own clothes.
Ah, not to worry, Law. I have found that it is never too late to learn such things.
I'm not sure that's a good argument.
think there's someone in trouble here.
What?
Hey!
Sure. Good.
Huh?
Ugh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That woman was downright obsessed with muscles. I wonder if it has anything to do with the test.
Just what are they gonna put us through? I'm getting a little scared now.
Anyone that likes muscles is good in my book.
Toned muscles are a sign of a hard worker. That woman must have been reassured when she saw Kisara.
Seems an odd thing to place so much trust in.
Let me know if you find any trampled grass or scraps of half-eaten food.
What about this?
Doesn't match up with the prints at the ranch. Must be a different Zoogle.
Let's dispose of the trash.
I'm on still!
I'm surrounded!
Howling Hurricane! Thunderous Devastation!
Do it!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade! See that?
That training's paying off!
On the wall now!
Now!
Raise to heaven!
Lunar Rondo! Here I come!
Sleep now!
Totally! In an instant! Impact block!
Did you see?
Sure did. The part where you swung and missed, right?
Not that part!
An opponent like this should be easy. Dragon Claw! Be still!
Eagle dive!
Talent Power! Soaring Light Spear! Soaring Light Spear! Here I come! I'm on fire! Light Burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Barely a blip on our radar.
Little help!
Demon Fang!
I can carve through armor!
No further!
Thanks, Kisara. Astral Energy!
Say no more!
I hope that was all right. I wasn't off, was I?
Your timing was...
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Is there anything more
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Take this! No escape! Raining slack! Blow away! It's over! This could be useful.
What about this footprint?
It's the wrong shape. Not fresh either.
Huh. They all look the same to me.
No choice.
This one's mine. Watch it.
Double Demon Fang!
All yours, Kisara.
Easy peasy. Ha, Hoodle.
Is that the Zoogle we were told to dispatch?
An opponent like this should be easy.
So much for sitting this fight out.
That wouldn't be a complaint, I hear.
Nope, that'd be silly.
Raining slack! I'm not done!
Pesky airborne scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Here comes another.
Double demon blast! Take this! Flash attack!
Dance in the wind!
Take this!
Leave the enemy's arcs to me!
No place here!
Enemies incoming!
Then we'll take them down! Eat this!
Hurricane thrust! Through escape!
Talon's hurricane! Runwell! Demon's descent! Flashing fang! No hurricane!
Stand against us!
Stardust!
All disasters made one! Come forth! Villains of purity!
I'll finish you here and now!
They
Barely managed to turn that battle.
You don't need to sound surprised.
Perhaps I'll put more faith in you then.
Well, I certainly won't argue.
Not today!
Hey! One at a time! Astral energy! Full throttle!
My turn!
Here's our healing armor!
Lightning flame! Raining splash!
Swallow dance!
Double demon fang! Catch!
Here's our Alright! It's showtime!
Dragon Swarm!
Escape my judgment!
You're mine!
Let astral
It's
energy!
on! Catch! Burn it
Now,
out!
Ray!
All right, that takes care of the Zeugles. Let's report back.
More Zeugles. Get behind us, Nazamil.
Bring you down!
Let's kick some ass!
Be careful.
Come and face. Good job, Rinwell.
You know, I feel like my astral arts have really improved recently.
Your studies are paying off. I owe you one.
This one's on you, Kisara!
But of course,
I always feel safe when we've got you in front of us.
Far enough!
Here goes, Lancer!
Just getting started!
You picked the wrong fight.
Tempest Wall!
Well, looks like there's nothing wrong with my equipment. That's a relief.
Alphen always acts like that when it comes to weapons and stuff.
Oh yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Huh? What? How do I act?
hey,
Well... Yeah.
okay. What a pain.
That farmer put her faith in us. So we have to resolve Menancia's food problems as fast as we can.
I'll up my training regimen to make sure we don't let her down. What do you say, Rinwell? You up for a workout?
I think I'll pass.
No need to be shy. Come on, we'll start off light with 100 push-ups.
That's your definition of light?
Looks like we could camp over there.
This place is a perfect representation of Menancia.
I know what you mean. The soft grass, the rustling trees. Heck, even the rocks.
Quite the picturesque location. The leaves swaying in the wind, the clouds drifting across the sky. It truly calms the soul.
You really love it here, don't you? It must feel like a second home to you at this point.
Reminiscing is all well and good, but if you boys don't get some sleep, you're going to regret it.
Seriously, you won't be able to wake up tomorrow.
One of us should stand guard. Everyone else hit the sack.
Hey, is it just me, or are Hootle and Nazamil really getting along?
Yeah, I think Hootle's really taken a shine to her.
Huh, that Fluffball's usually so picky.
You don't get along with him?
Law's just jealous because unlike you, he can't get Hootle to like him.
Are you kidding me? This ornery little owl likes to peck at my head. You hear that? At my head!
Well, Danon owls are a sensitive species. They're not too keen on the rowdy sort. Hoo, hoo, hoo. See? Hootle says you're just not cutting it.
Come on. What do you want from me?
Don't take it too hard, Law. Every other animal loves you, right?
Oh yeah, 'cause that's a huge consolation.
I think it's good that you're appreciated. It's a lot better than being hated.
What kind of pets do you like, Nazamil?
Well, there were no animals on Lenegus, and I wasn't in a position to keep a pet on Dana.
Oh, that makes sense. You never know. You might just have the chance someday, though.
You think so?
Definitely. You've clearly got away with animals, Nazamil. He said, there's no doubt about it.
Thanks.
Days like this are perfect to curl up with a good book.
Yeah, tell me about it.
What in the world would you do with a book?
Hey, the pictures can teach a guy a lot. Huh? What was that?
What about this one? Or maybe not.
No, wait. These match the ones at the ranch.
So that means...
Yep, we're close.
We can't seem to find it anywhere.
Should be right around here. Where'd it go?
We've searched this much and there's still no trace.
They must be pretty big. They shouldn't be able to hide so well. It's almost as though...
I've got it.
Huh? Nazamil? Wait, what are you doing?
Wait here.
Whoa! Where'd that come from?
Nazamil!
An invisible Zoogle? This must be the culprit.
Let's do this.
How dare they attack the ranch?
It feels like this is personal for you.
I won't let them get away with it either.
Stay back, Nazamil.
Crumble! Take this! Talent Storm! Hit him where it hurts most! Burn him! Inferno Punch! Double Demon Fang! Dragon Swarm!
Thunderblade!
Double Demon Fang! Eat this! I'll finish you here now! This is what you get for messing with the ranch!
You mean free meals?
I mean, technically yes, but no! Besides that... Now you see what I can watch this!
I'll heal you all!
I'll incinerate
Watch your food, okay?
Yeah, you too.
Dazzle!
I'm all stuffed up!
Thunder!
A whirling trouble! Winds of heaven! Force! This one's mine! Now! Take that, jerk face!
Take that, jerk face. People actually talk like that?
No need to end it.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! No escape! Thunderfang! The flame inside me yearns to be let free!
They're not playing around!
Take this!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
That's no good. I can't focus.
Rinwell, take some time to recover.
Thanks. I'll do my best.
I can carve through armor!
Holy
Double Demon Fang!
That's where you does it!
Double Demon Fang! Double Demon Fang! Almost there.
Don't let your guard down.
Demon Fang!
Prepare to be cleared!
Don't push yourself.
Double
Here we
Demon
go
Fang!
again!
I never miss. There you go. Don't let up.
Double Demon Fang!
Take this!
Double Demon Fang!
In here. It's good.
Try harder! Not a chance! Double Demon Fang!
Thanks, Shield. Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. Do better.
Not a chance! Kisara! All yours, Kisara!
A Zoogle that can turn invisible. That explains why no one had seen it.
Azumil, I'm impressed you figured that out.
I just thought about what everyone was saying, and had a hunch.
It must have figured it was safe when hidden. It didn't expect an invisible opponent.
Should I not have done that?
To be honest, I'd prefer you didn't take such big risks. However, if you hadn't done that, that Zoogle could have taken us out before we even knew what was happening. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, gang. Let's let Bogdell know his Zoogle problem is taken care of. Well, Nazamil, you seem to be in a good mood.
It feels good to be thanked by someone, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I always love the sound of hammers banging away.
Healing art!
Crush! I owe you one.
Swallow dance!
Double Demon Fang!
Art
Eat this!
Seal!
Dragon Swarm!
They're surrounding us!
Double Demon Fang!
Do it! Now! Get toasty!
Bird Strike!
Right in the weak spot. Amazing accuracy.
Hey, I will talk too, you know.
That's what I like to hear.
A disappearing Zoogle. Now that I think about it, that does sound familiar.
That's right. Are you okay?
Of course. Those days are in the past now. Wait, someone's fallen over there.
Bogdell? Bogdell! Hey, Bogdell!
Is that you, boy?
What happened?
Right after you left, that Zoogle came. I thought I had him, but he got the drop on old Bogdale.
These wounds are bad. He needs healing right away, or...
That man, is he a friend of yours?
A friend? Well, at the very least, he's always been good to me.
Understood.
Nazamil.
Jeez.
Bogdell?
What happened? I thought I was a goner.
Those wounds were mortal, but they healed in an instant. Incredible.
Was I of use?
Absolutely. Look.
Are you the one who saved me?
Yes.
You don't say. I owe you my life, young lady. Thank you so much.
You've got my thanks, too. You really are amazing, Nazamil.
See? There are people out there who appreciate you. And there always will be.
Anyway, now that we've completed the job, we should go back to the city and tell Lagiel.
To think it would attack while we were out searching for it.
Yeah, I thought he was a goner for a minute.
Thank goodness we had Nazamil with us. Hey, I was just thinking, when we get back to Vicent, let's celebrate.
Celebrate? Celebrate what?
Are you really that dense? Nazamil's performance, obviously.
We should. It was our first request completed together. Besides, she deserves most of the credit.
In that case, there's a place I've been wanting to check out for a while now. Let's go there.
What is it, Nazamil? No need to hold back.
I'm not holding anything back. It's just that it's hard to relax when I'm surrounded by strangers.
Then why don't we camp like we used to?
Oh yeah, that'd be nice. We could build a fire, cook food together, and really have some fun.
Yeah, I'd like that.
Let's have fun tonight!
Yeah.
What should we make then?
We're doing this for Nazamil, so let's skip the fancy delicacies.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Lost in pain.
Dark wheel! The freezing storm! Now! Astral energy!
Say no more!
Wow! Look what I just found.
Now, as for the seating arrangement... There. That ought to do it. How's it going on your end?
All the ingredient preparation is out of the way. I'm ready to start cooking.
Can I help with anything? Maybe I could be in charge of the seasoning.
No way. We don't want to risk putting people's tongues or stomachs in danger today.
Oh, right. What is it, Nazamil?
I gathered branches for the fire. Does this look like it will be enough?
Yeah, that should do it. Thanks for the help.
You're the guest of honor today, so you really didn't have to do anything.
Yeah, but I'd rather be together with everyone.
Oh, Nazamiel's here too. Welcome back.
Huh?
What's the matter? Did I say something weird?
What do you mean, welcome back?
Huh? Well, you're finally back, aren't you?
It's just that no one's ever said that to me. I mean, not until now. So I don't know what I'm supposed to...
It's good to be back.
Huh?
When you hear welcome back, you can say that in response.
People say welcome back to their friends or family when they return to a place that's like home.
A place that's like home. But I...
This place is sort of like a home, too.
Good to be...
Mm-hmm.
It's good to be back.
There you go. Welcome back, Nazamiel.
Welcome back.
Well then, let's get the preparations done before it gets dark. Mind lending me a hand, Nazamiel?
Yeah, I'll see what I can do.
Let's make this night one to remember.
You can leave that to me.
I hope we can travel together forever.
Forever would be impossible.
Why's that?
Travel has a purpose and a goal. Once the objective is reached, the trip is over.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
But some things do last forever. Like friendship. The bonds we form will always be there.
I hope so. I can finally sleep in peace. I didn't think it was possible. I haven't slept that well in a long time.
We need to let Legil know about this.
Yeah, you might be right. Maybe we could have handled that better.
She may be a little concerned, but I don't think it's anything to worry yourself over.
That's true. We've known each other a long time, after all.
You've changed.
Who, me?
Yes, you've loosened up.
I agree. You seem to be having fun.
To be honest, I don't really know what it's like to have fun. But unlike before, my heart feels lighter. It's a little strange, but it's not a bad feeling. I'd never wanted to use my power to help anyone before, nor had I ever been praised for it. And I never imagined I'd ever travel with someone. With friends.
I'm sure there are a lot more travels in your future.
In my future?
Do you have some kind of dream? Something you want to do?
I'm not sure. I've never thought about the future before.
You don't have to force yourself. Say, what about a hobby or something?
What do you like to do?
Oh. I like to draw.
To draw?
Just scribbling things I see or feel. Only sometimes, though.
Interesting. So you're an artist?
Sure, that got your attention.
But you draw the things that leave an impression on you, right? I think it's a lovely hobby.
If you don't mind, could you show me your drawing sometime?
Yeah, I'd like that.
I think it's safe to rest here now.
I'm hungry! So hungry! I could eat a whole horse by myself!
I bet. Speaking of dinner,
I think it's Shion's turn to cook tonight, right?
I believe so. Let's ask if she can get started sooner rather than later. If for no other reason than to settle Law down.
What? Something wrong?
Hush. They sound quite excited about something.
From what I've heard, a lot of people have been copying Kagari and Notio's wedding ceremony from last year.
Yeah, it's a traditional Renin ceremony, but ever since they got married, it's gotten super popular, even among Danon couples.
The whole thing was just so lovely. It was my first time attending a wedding, but I can definitely see the appeal.
Lovely, yeah. Oh, and all the food they served was delicious too.
I know, there was so much food, but everything they served was carefully chosen. And you could taste the care put into every bite. And the flowers. The arrangement they chose for Kagari's bouquet was a perfect fit for her. Also, during the banquet after the ceremony, Kagari and Notio were telling me the whole story about how they found their new house. They said it was okay if it was simple and bare bones. They just wanted a warm place where they could spend their days together. I want that too. A joyous ceremony for a loving couple starting a new life together. I guess dreams really can come true. It was a perfect day.
Sounds like someone may have been taking notes.
No, it's not like that. Anyway, Kisara, how about you?
Me? Well, I certainly don't think marriage is the most important thing in life. That said, I'll admit having a wedding ceremony does seem nice.
Really? It sounds like you both feel the same way then. Oh, speaking of which, Kisara, do you remember what you said at Kagari and Notio's ceremony? About the bouquet toss?
You mean how if you can't catch a bouquet, you'll end up always being single and alone? Yeah, I'm sorry about that. As it turns out, that isn't true at all.
What? It isn't?
Apparently not. I actually just found out recently myself. I'm really sorry. I shouldn't have mentioned it without checking first.
This is quite an interesting conversation, in more ways than one.
Seriously? Who cares about weddings and all that kind of stuff? Let's go already, I'm starving!
If we must. Personally, I feel it's rather boorish of you to spoil their fun.
Hey! You guys talking about weddings?
Oh, you three are finally back. Yeah, it turns out weddings are all the rage these days.
I have heard the same. There is no denying that Notio and Kagari's ceremony was a delightful occasion, filled with warmth and understanding.
That's for sure. Even after the ceremony was over, Shion just kept going on and on about how nice it had been.
I don't know about that.
Really? I guess I never realized.
Law must be misremembering, that's all. Anyway, I've got a dinner to make.
Seems like it's a bit of a touchy subject for her. It would probably be best not to press her on it.
What is it, Alphen? Is something the matter?
No, sorry, I'm just realizing that there's so much I don't know. I had no idea that weddings were popular, and Shion was so interested in them. In any of it.
Don't let it get to you. Paying attention to such things is simply not in your nature.
Damn, Dohalim! Are you trying to cheer the poor guy up or rub salt in the wound?
No, it's fine, Law. Dohalim is right. Still, it's something I need to work on. Otherwise, it could get me into real trouble in the future. Maybe someday I'll, find someone I want to marry. If my bride is someone who cares deeply about the wedding ceremony, then that means it should be important to me, too. I don't want to use my own ignorance as an excuse to make my bride-to-be do all the planning. That would be a huge burden for one person to carry, right?
That may be the case, but I'm still not sure what you're getting at.
I just think that it's important to know about weddings. Not only weddings, but marriage in general. I need to learn more about them so I can be prepared. I want to do some research and fill in the gaps in my knowledge. That way I'll have the confidence to help out and make informed decisions when the time comes. But I've never done something like this before. I have no idea where to even begin. So...
You're saying you want us to help you out? You got it! To be honest, I don't really know that much about the subject myself, though.
Thanks, Law.
Oh, Oh, speaking of which, you should definitely make sure to ask Xion for help. There's probably nothing about nuptials that she doesn't know.
No. Sorry, but I, want to keep this a secret from her. Because, I'm doing this for my own benefit. So I want to do as much of it as possible on my own, without being a burden on anyone else. I realize I'm asking for some assistance from all of you guys, but I don't want to bother Xion with this. If I did, then I'd end up relying on her too much. I really want to avoid that. So, I want to do this research, but I also want to keep Xion from finding out about it. Can you help me?
Whoa, that was a whole lot of words. But I think I get what you're trying to say. You could have just said you don't want to cause trouble by not knowing anything, because you finally decided you want to marry Xion. Ow!
You need to work on your filter law. You don't have to say every thought that pops into your head. You aren't a little kid, are you?
Ah! Oh. Sorry.
My. Those growing pains can sure pack a wallop.
At any rate, I think I speak for all of us when I say we are sympathetic to your cause. We shall assist in your research and keep it to ourselves. You should go about this endeavor in your own way. If you do not wish to involve Xion at this time, then so be it. But be mindful that should she find out, you'll likely need to explain all of this to her.
The pursuit of knowledge is a noble one. I'm rooting for you, Alphen.
Thanks, all of you. I'm gonna take advantage of this opportunity to gather as much info as I can.
Kisara! Lord Dohalim! Oh, thank goodness.
What's wrong? We took care of the Zoogle that was attacking the ranch.
You did? That's great news. However, something more urgent has come up now. After you left, we received a report from the Darkwings.
The Darkwings? From Niez?
The city's Dahnans and Renans are provoking each other, and the Darkwings say they can't control the situation for much longer. So they say...
I know. You want us to return, right?
It sounds like the situation must have worsened if they sent such an urgent backup request.
Undoubtedly. And we just came from Niez. Are you still coming with us?
I want to be with you all. And also, I want to be of use.
You've definitely proven you can take care of yourself just fine.
It's settled then. Back to Niez.
What are those guys in Niez trying to start?
Even if they don't have weapons, Renans have astral arts.
Yes, but...
Zoogles are inside the city.
I don't know if it was the Dahnans or the Renans who did it, but someone must have let them in.
But how? The Renans can't control them anymore, right?
We've got to figure that out, and get rid of all the Zoogles in the city.
There are too many for us to split up and fight in groups.
I'll take a look around.
Oh, right. If you turn invisible, you can walk right past the Zoogles.
Go ahead. But be careful.
I'll be fine.
Now then, let's hunt some Zugals.
Just what were they thinking letting Zugals into the city?
I'm sure they weren't thinking that far ahead.
Well, they should have. Now they're putting their own people in danger.
We've got to take care of it ourselves. Damn it.
Here I come!
Where are you going?
I'm free! Why can't they just sit still?
Xion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said astral energy! Full throttle!
Have to hurry or the people here will be in trouble.
Yeah, I know. But don't get careless.
Mias was gradually settling down.
I'll stop your movement.
And I'll stop your life!
Will this
Not a chance! Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Thunder! I feel like we
You're really, really strong, Alvin.
I'm just trying to do the best I can.
Still, it's reassuring to have you around.
do it! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
What about Nazamil? Did she go already?
I think so.
Let's hurry before she gets too far ahead. A Zugal body. Not just that.
It can't be. The hollowing?
Hey, you okay?
Zugal carcasses and the hollowing. What happened?
That brat. That damn Renin Lord's brat. She dissolved the Zugals in a flash and then...
You're saying Nazamil did this? The dead Zugals? And the hollowing too?
The hollowing is what remains after matter has been stripped of all its astral energy. Nazamil gathered astral energy for a powerful astral art before, so maybe...
Hollowing in this city? This is not good.
We should hurry and catch up with her.
Do Dahnans and Renins really want to fight so badly that they're willing to expose their own people to danger? I refuse to accept the idea that things were peaceful back when we were oppressed by force.
More of the hollowing. And another body.
Hey, at least Nazamil is trying to save these folks, right?
Yeah, but I'm worried about the method. This city has a bad history with the hollowing. Is Nazamil in there?
The trail of hollowed leads into the plaza. She must be...
We've got to hurry. Out of our way, damn it! We have to get to the plaza. Stay out of our way!
Don't get reckless. Focus on the enemies in front of you.
I know!
Now I'm in trouble! Not my finest!
Stay away from my friend!
Double Steven Fang!
Pesky airborne scout.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Try harder! Not a chance!
Lightning thrust!
Now we're
Now,
not...
I'll bring you back from... This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There's more of them?
It's like they're being... Indeed. That does seem wise.
Now let's turn the tide.
This one's mine! That was awesome, Xion! Enemies incoming!
Then we'll take them down!
Devastation! I'll burn it all! Flaming pillar! Fire!
More Zugals?
Keep calm and take them down!
Not a chance!
First aid! Look here!
Soaring rock spear!
In the wind! Air thrust!
Mirage!
Let's do it! Raging
Blow them away! Now! Double Demon Fang! Eat dirt!
Oh, Violet Guardian! Now!
Swing! Now! Dragon form! No further! Double demon!
Clear the target! Astral energy!
Say no more! Not a chance! Hurricane thrust! I'm on Soaring light spear! Storm!
Where are you going?
Take this!
Purge malevolence! Onslaught! Demon's descent!
Flashing fang! My turn! Double demon fang!
Denied!
Dazzle!
Radiant! Here!
Mirage! Take it! Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Not a chance! Lunar Rock! Not today!
Glacial Spear!
Be still! Cut! Hurricane thrust! Blazing flame! Heroic kick! I'm not done! You require help! Double demon!
The way is clear.
Hurry! To the plaza!
She's a monster! She melted it! Just stay back! Are you okay?
Elfin!
Hold your fire! Nazamil saved your lives! The hell she did? She's a monster! How could the hero of Dana defend this abomination? I don't get it! Whose side are you on anyway?
Are you okay, Nazamil?
Well, if he refuses to do it... I don't get it. Why would the hero...
How dare you?
What the hell? Why are you turning on us? We're not the enemy. That thing's the one you should fight.
I fought to save the oppressed. I fought to save all the innocent people of this world. If you would stoop so low as to harm an innocent...
My enemy!
Were you able to find out who could have let the Zeugles in?
It was those men in the plaza. They burned some kind of incense that attracts Zeugles. Where would they even get something like that? For now, most of those behind the scheme have been detained. I owe you.
Dahnans are one thing, but can you even catch Renans?
You may find it hard to believe, but there are Renans that don't want to fight. But more pressing than that
is the hollowing, and everything that happened at the plaza.
Yes. Rumors are already spreading like wildfire throughout the city. About Nazamil and Alphen both.
Alphen.
I ended up drawing my blade on those that turned to me for help. I used force on people who thought differently from me. Just like the enemies we all fought against. But what choice did I have?
I think it'd be best for you to leave Mies for a bit. Just until things cool down. I hate to say it, since I'm the one who called you back here and all.
But why? Alphen saved my life. He didn't do anything wrong.
Nazamil.
Why is Alphen the one being punished? Why not me?
It's okay. It isn't Bayfon's fault.
But...
It's fine. I'll do as you say, and leave for a while.
I'll tell everyone what really happened. How none of you are to blame.
It doesn't make any sense.
We rushed to their aid, and this is how they treat us?
Enough, Law.
It would be too difficult to reach another city at this hour. Camping might be our best bet today.
I didn't know.
About Niez and the hollowing? Of course you didn't know. We never told you about it.
But those people hate Alphen now.
It's not your fault.
But...
If anything, it was my fault. This happened because I couldn't control my anger.
You didn't start it. They were going to hurt Nazamil.
Unfortunately, if you favor either side, the other will hate you. If you treat them equally, then they both will. People have strong opinions when it comes to the Blazing Sword. Pleasing everyone will hardly be a simple matter.
What about you, Dohalim? As the final lord, you're in a similar position, don't you think?
True. Some turn to me for help, while others despise me. All simply because I am a lord. But compared to the symbol that Alphen must bear, my burden is quite light.
People can be entitled about these kinds of things. If they assume someone is there to help them, they're doubly disappointed when that's not the case. In that, Dahnans and Renans are the same.
So, what will we do now?
Let's go back to Vicent for now. We can decide whether to divide up or not once we get there. noisy. Is it morning already?
Wake up, everybody! Hurry!
What's wrong?
Nazamiel's gone.
What?
You sure she's not just taking a walk around while invisible?
Apparently not. She left behind a letter.
To my friends.
My first friends. It made me happy that I could help all of you. It made me happy to earn your praise. I don't want my friends to be sad. I don't want anyone to hate you. You all taught me that my power can be of use. So, I'm going to see if there isn't something I can do.
What is this? What are you planning on doing, Nazamiel? Somewhere nearby, aren't you? Please say something, Nazamiel! Nazamiel! It's been weeks. We're still searching for Nazamiel, using Vicente as our base of operations. She was so happy to finally make some friends. Where could she be? What is she up to? Wherever she is, regardless of how much we continue to search, we still haven't managed to find a single trace of her. And, once again, I find myself... She was spotted on Treslita Highway, correct?
Yes, but we don't know that it was actually Nazamiel. All we know is that they saw a Renin-looking girl wandering around by herself.
I hope we find her this time.
Even if it isn't her, it's dangerous for anyone to be alone outside the city. Let's go.